How you doing, everyone? It's Alexander here. I'm in the park again, and what I'm going to talk about today is responsibility and how responsibility is an access to power in your life. Okay? So let's go. So first thing first, when I say responsibility, I don't mean guilt or blame. Okay? I don't mean you are to blame for your life. Okay? I don't mean you're supposed to feel guilty for something. Okay? I don't mean it's your fault or someone else or whoever's fault. Okay? Responsibility is separate from all of these words. What responsibility is, truly, is power or ability to respond. Okay? And it's a given. Because, stay with me on this, really simple. At any given moment, you can respond. You can do something. You can respond in some way at any given moment. Now, whether it's going to be effective enough to yield the desired outcome, to produce the result, to achieve what you set out, that's a different story. That's out for the world to decide. That's out for the people to choose, or for whatever challenges you're facing, okay? But you can do something about anything, okay? And there's many options. You can take action, you can accept it, you can change your beliefs. You can do whatever you want. So you are responsible by default. You have the ability to respond by default. So when you tell yourself, I'm not responsible, you're diminishing your power. What you're actually saying is, I'm not able to respond. I'm unable. I don't have the ability to do something, but you do. So but you do, right? By saying that, you're reducing your natural ability, the birth-given abilities to you, okay? Responsibility, ability to respond. It's a given. So when you say, I'm responsible for my life, what you're saying is, I have the ability to respond to what is happening to me. Okay? I have the ability. I can do something about everything, about anything in my life that happens or happened before, definitely is going to happen in the future. Okay? I am responsible. I have the ability. You're just standing in your power. That's a default. That's a given. You're standing in your power. You're stepping back in, okay? You were here, you were like, I'm not responsible. Boom, I am responsible. You're stepping back into your power. It's really simple. It doesn't mean you're to blame for what happened, okay? It doesn't mean it's your fault. We're not here to pass judgment, okay? This is not a court system. This is not a place to gossip and choose and debate who's at fault for what, who's to blame for what. I leave that to other people. There are specialists at that, okay? There are people who are specialists at that. I'm not there to say, if something happened to you that another person did to you, somebody attacked you, somebody said something, somebody cheated you in some way in business or in a relationship. I'm not saying it's your fault. No. I'm not saying you're to blame. What I am saying is you are responsible. You have the ability to respond to that situation. You can now learn from that situation and be more cautious in the future. Know how to test people, okay? Or maybe you can shift your beliefs and understand that, hey, actually, I'm exaggerating this situation, okay? But when you take responsibility back that you gave away in the first place, because it's a given, okay? You're born responsible, okay? You're born able to respond. Now, maybe as a little baby who's crawling on all fours, barely even if you're able to do something, maybe it's not going to be too effective. So yes, your parents are in a way responsible for you as well. But they can assume as much responsibility as they want. Because if they just throw you, or throw any baby outside and say, I'm not responsible, if no one else assumes responsibility for that baby, he's going to die, right? Now, we're blessed to have beautiful people who do accept responsibility for lives of others, who do accept responsibility that something happened, we must help, we must do something, okay? But we're not even going beyond responsibility outside of yourself, okay? You have the power, you are responsible, you're giving it away, you're giving it away, you're stepping outside from the truth, okay? This is where you are right now. This is the truth. You're saying, I'm not responsible. I don't have the power to respond. You're lying to yourself, you're diminishing your power, and you're becoming small, like this. But then you say, I am responsible. I am responsible. And you're slowly stepping back into your power, okay? So I want you to sit with that and grasp this. And if you need to do some self-reflection or journaling, you can understand that, okay? I am responsible, okay? I have the power to respond. Yeah? You have that power. Responsibility is access to power. It may not necessarily be access to powerful action just yet, just for the scope of this video, but it's access to power in your life. Power over your life. Okay? So when you look at your life, no matter where you're at, you're 16, you're 18, you're 20, you're 30, you're 50, and maybe you've been playing a victim in some areas of your life, or in a lot of areas in your life, or maybe in most areas in your life. You've been saying, oh, the government is to blame for this, my parents and upbringing is blamed to this, my culture is to blame for this, the weather is to blame for this. You're not accepting responsibility. Living your whole life saying that someone else is responsible for my happiness, for my fulfillment, for my joy, for my peace. Nobody is going to make you happy if you can't make yourself happy. Nobody is going to be responsible for you if you can't make yourself responsible. Yes, there are some people who might be responsible to keep you alive in the hospital. Society is good enough at this stage that they will keep you alive. They're not going to let you die, at least in the Western world. Maybe a little bit different in some other countries, okay? Maybe a little bit different in America, I don't know, but here in Europe, they'll try to keep you alive to an acceptable degree. But your happiness, your joy, your fulfillment, your pleasure, your passion in life, that's all up to you. And people can support you that, they can help you, but it's up to you. So you look at your life and have a look, where have you been giving away responsibility to others? And can you take it back? Politely say, hey, thank you for holding this. I'm taking this back. I'm taking my power back. This is the start of inner work. This is the start of any work we do, and especially for this channel, this is how you start working on dismantling negative effects of social conditioning, of your trauma, upbringing, of any psychological experiences you had that may have dampened your self-expression, that may have restricted you from being fully yourself, fully self-expressed, charismatic, confident, fun, jolly, happy. I just want to be happy. I just want to dance. Where are you not taking responsibility in your life right now? And what can you do about it today? My invitation, have a look. At least one area, could be very small, where you're not taking responsibility for how you are, for what you're doing, for who you're being. Maybe just for what you're thinking, maybe just for your mentality, maybe just for your point of view. Just have a look and see, would you be just a little bit more powerful if you said, I am responsible for this, I can respond, I have the ability to respond. Maybe you won't know whether you can take an effective action to get the outcome, but you're responsible. You can respond. Whether you choose to do so, that's up to you. Thank you for watching. Have a blessed day, everyone.